How far from Dhaka is it? Downtown.
Right just there, except that the city is now just growing.
Okay, so I'm pointed towards downtown Dhaka, or was.
And what we have on this side is really another city called Tungi.
Okay.
So earlier this was a separate township. Now the two are now, for all practical purposes, part of the same metropolitan area. A massive
So
investment
Khalid,
on infrastructure.
tell me how you got involved with this and what draws you to it.
Well, I was essentially invited by Mr. Rafiqul Alam to come and join as a member of the board of directors, which would be overseeing this project. And I had just retired from Grameen Bank, and I thought that this is one project that could have an enormous impact on Bangladesh society, especially because there are really hundreds and thousands of cancer patients who are, including many children, women, who are dying out of neglect for not getting the proper Medicare. So this is one project that had that vision that would provide cancer treatment to millions of people, both in the urban and in the rural areas of Bangladesh, who are now going without any medical service, medical facilities. And I see this as a project that has an enormous potential, enormous benefit in terms of providing care, alleviating the suffering of people. So it started off with the dream of a visionary like Mr. Rafiqul Alam, and he has also mobilized a lot of resources from within. People from all walks of life have come and made whatever contributions that they could make. But now it has reached a stage where it requires a big push, and that big push can only come from technical support and financial support from within and outside the country.
So tell us, cancer has a particular meaning for you and your family experiences. Tell us about that.
Well, almost everyone would have that sort of an experience. My own son, he died of cancer. This was in the year 2003. He died in the United States when he was working there. He died of kidney cancer. But then in this country, almost every family would have someone, husband or wife, children, who have suffered and who have died because of cancer, for which they could find no treatment. And there would be hundreds of thousands in rural areas, in the urban areas, who would have no access to medical facilities. There would be no way of either diagnosing the type of cancer they were suffering from. There would be no way of providing them with any therapeutic treatment. So that way, this project, this hospital, can have a very big impact, especially if it has an outreach program where it can reach out to people in the remote areas.
The plan is that 30% of this will then be for the poor. Can you tell us about that?
Well, at least. My own impression is that if we can specially design this as a sort of a social business, it will provide state-of-the-art treatment facilities, the latest, the modern facilities, to patients in the city, people who will be willing to pay the market price, and this in turn then could subsidize the people with low income who won't be able to pay for it, and they can get treatment either free or at a subsidized rate.
Thank you, Khalid.